Hello and welcome to the Ownage. Today we're going to be doing something a little different than usual, but not too much different. We're basically going to be building a deck here and just, doing it all in a nice one-shot type of deal. So, actually, there's so many videos I want to make and I just haven't done it yet. So, maybe I shouldn't even say anything without it. But look, I have this UG ramp deck. I edited Mega Flip. There's Anti-Ugin deck, Death Douche, and True Wilds, and a Mutate Sad Face. I've made all of these decks and played them, and I honestly feel like I should make videos on them. But I'm gonna need a little help from the YouTube algorithm, if you don't mind. So if you could smash that like button, I'll get to making videos. Alright, and without further ado, we're basically gonna remake this Ike Reanimator deck live. So I'm just going to delete the old one. It's gone. Hit the plus button and go to standard. And we're just going to name it, hey, look, my camera's even on. You guys get a little look at me for the first time ever. So super smash the like, and I'm going to go ahead and turn my cam off because I actually didn't mean to do that. Back to main monitor only. Alright, there we go. And you can see I'm playing in the dark. Alright, so we're just going to call this the T2 Reanimator. Reanimator decks have a really special place in my heart. Honestly, like some of the first really fun decks I played when I was a new Magic player were Reanimator decks way back in the day, and it just, it was always so fun. So it's something different too, because I just looked at all the decks that are winning like the top 8, top 10 spots in the latest tournaments, and they're all what you would think. There's a lot of ramp, there's a lot of sacrifice, and I feel like this is another deck that could potentially be up there. I'm not at that level of play really anymore, but it's possible. So first of all, we're going to get some core stuff in here. The one card that honestly makes reanimation even possible as a thing right now, let me just find it, is the 5-drop called, I can never remember the name of it, Bond of Revival. Bringing in a creature with haste, certain creatures that come in with haste are just nutty. So, yeah. And the creatures that are nutty coming in with haste, let's just look at those. They're both 6 and 7 drops. One of them's green, one of them's red. I know what I'm looking for. Names just are not coming to me right now. You might think Godzilla, but he doesn't really do anything special. He's just an 8/8 trample. Drakoseth, however, wipes your opponent's board when he attacks. So him with haste is just absolutely amazing. You basically just win. And also, if you can do that first 4 damage to your opponent and hit him for 7, and you still get 3 to hit planeswalkers, other creatures, twice. Wow. Well, he just does 11. Think of him as an 11/7. That's one way to think of him, because he's doing at least 11 damage to your opponent pretty much every time he swings. So 2-hit kill right there. Just nutty. And if you just need to wipe their board by hitting all their creatures with that, that's fine too. So this is like the main combo. And sure, it looks expensive, but it's really only the cost of Bond of Revival. You're going to discard Drakoseth and then bring him back. Alright, so there's our core. There's another creature that's super good, super good to bring out with haste, and that's Kogla. Because Kogla, he destroys artifacts and enchantments, and he already fights something. For just him coming into the battlefield, he's going to fight something. And him destroying artifacts and enchantments can be big, especially in the meta right now. There's a lot of artifacts and enchantments, so him swinging and killing one right away is amazing. I only have 2 of him. Let's see, how many cards? I have 1 rare card. We're going to craft a Kogla. Forget about it. It's done. Forget about it, alright? Drakoseth's a little better, I think, but Kogla's really good too. And now, of course, we need a crucial, cheap way to discard them. So let's just get out of the 6 and 7 category. Actually, there's one more thing I want in the 6 and 7s that's really big. And it's actually a blue-white card that is another just absolutely amazing creature to get out with haste. And let's find it. Seraphana's not bad. Safara, she's not bad. Actually, Realm Cloak Giant is another must just because of his reset. So we'll come back to him though, I think, in a minute here. Let's go with the core first. What I'm looking for is Dream Trawler. Just this thing with flying, lifelink. You can hex proof it. by discarding cards, which is fine because you can just discard Dracosuts or Koglas, you know? And whenever it attacks, you draw a card. So it just saving you from those or from the running out of gas problems by it being out and attacking. Absolutely amazing. Also, it's not legendary. So in theory, I should play 4 of these probably, but I think 2's good for now. I think 2's fine. It's super good, but it doesn't end the game super quick. It's more like it turns you into control stability, whereas Kogla and Dracosuth just end the game with their huge power, mostly Dracosuth. So there we go. We've got the main creatures we want to reanimate. There's a couple other crucial ones that we actually kind of need. One of them is rotating out of standard soon, so I'm a little sad. Where is it? We find her. Scholar of Ages. Scholar of Ages is a human wizard, and when she enters the battlefield, you get 2 instants or sorceries from your graveyard to your hand. Yes, 2. So you can reanimate her with Bond of Revival and get back your Bond of Revival plus 1 other instant or sorcery. And if she dies again, fine. And if you have Kogla out, you can pay 2 and return Scholar of Ages back to your hand. So if you've got a ton of mana anyway, you can just drop her again and get all your spells back. So she's pretty amazing. We're going to run 2 Scholar of Ages here, which might be too much. I might only honestly need 1, but we're going to go with 2. Maybe we'll edit midway through or something. There are no rules here anymore. I don't have a standard of making videos. I make what I want. I record for as long as I want. No, I don't know. I'm trying to make an epic sounding speech. Alright, so other considerations. Niv Mizzet. Obviously Niv Mizzet's OP. The problem is there's never ever a chance I'm going to cast her, because that mana cost in us already having 4 colors is pretty, you know. But Niv Mizzet's really good. Whenever you draw a card, you do some damage. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery, draw a card. And it can't be countered, which doesn't really matter in this case. So, I think I'm going to try a Niv Mizzet. I'm going to put 1 Niv Mizzet in here. We're up to 40 cards now. Our land base needs to change. Okay, so we need some discard outlets. Let's just get that sorted out real quick. Discard outlet is pretty straightforward. Let's look at, we want really cheap stuff. Really cheap stuff here. Alright, so I already know what I want, but I just kind of want to look at some options here. Let's look at blue too. What does blue have for discard? We want discard, and we also want draw, right? Maybe we can go up to 3 on this too. Alright, so let's just take a gander. This guy, not really worth it. You're paying at least 4 just for 1 sift, because you got to cast him, then use the ability, and you got to wait for Summoning Sickness to wear off. Terrible. 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 A little better than the Erratic Visionary, but still terrible. Ghostly Pilferer. This is new. I haven't really read this card yet. Let's take a look. Becomes untapped. You can pay 2 to draw a card. When an opponent casts a spell from anywhere other than their hand, draw a card. Discard a card. Can't be blocked. So this is a direct discard outlet. We can discard a card to make them not be able to be blocked. We can draw cards with them. And we can potentially draw more cards. This guy's interesting. I don't think he's good, but it's a discard outlet. And it's semi-reliable, but the thing is, let's just hypothesize a little bit about why this shouldn't be the discard outlet. And leave comments below with timestamps if you want to discuss any of these sections, and I'll be happy to answer, and we can maybe, I don't know, whatever. Just get some interaction going, you know? Just a little something. I'm down if you're down. Alright, so let's hypothesize. 2-1, potentially unblockable. It's 2-1. It's going to die. So they're going to kill it. They're going to shock it. They're going to do something to it. They're going to see all these abilities and be like, oh, nope, you're not giving that. Because we're thinking competitive here. People aren't just going to let you do things. They're going to be doing their thing and shutting you down or killing you real quick. So they're not going to let this guy live. So I could still discard a card even if they kill him right away. But then I'm down cards in my hand and I'm not getting anything back. I won't get to use his untap and draw cards abilities. I'm probably not going to get to ever use those draw cards abilities that are his first 2 little sentences or paragraphs. So I just feel like he's not going to work. I could be wrong. Heck, let's throw 1 in. just to see what happens when you get him and see what he feels like, because he's not exactly a dead card. He could be really good. He could draw us a bunch of cards. Alright, so let's just keep going. See, this is why I like doing this kind of stuff. You get to see cards and think about them in ways you never thought before, and it's kind of cool. Alright, let's just flip through the rest of these cheap discard stuff. We got Jeskai Elder. Looks like it's got an on-hit player trigger. Not really something we want. I don't think that's going to be reliable enough, but that's a pretty neat card. The Symbiote. You gotta cast mutate creatures for it to even do anything, so not really worth it in this case at all. Elite Instructor. It's an ETB effect with a draw discard. Not too bad. Not too bad. But it is 3 mana, and you get a 2/2, and you do draw discard. Not too bad. You know, it's a little too expensive for my taste, but the 2/2 does sound nice. I don't know. Let's throw one in the deck. We'll take it out later, but I just want to see how it feels when I do get it. Having a blocker out there to stave off your opponent for just another turn can sometimes be what it takes. And it's also a human. So Kogla could return the Elite Instructor back to your hand. This is a Spirit Rogue. It's a human. Okay. So interesting. Okay, let's put 1 Elite Instructor. I really don't like the 3 casting cost. If this was a 2-drop, it'd be a sweet spot. But since it's not, it's pretty iffy, honestly. Okay, Rousing Reed. Let's see what this does. Enchants a creature. No, we're moving on. Anything that enchants a creature is terrible because we will not have a creature to enchant until the game's over anyway. So, yeah. Teferi's Protege. Draw a card, discard. Another one of these that costs mana to do. No, absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not, because this one's 5 mana. Alright? 5 mana is crazy. And you gotta wait for Summoning Sickness. This one's 3 mana, and you gotta wait for Summoning Sickness to wear off. This one just happens right away, so a little better. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of any of these. Okay, Thirst for Meaning. Draw 3, then discard 2 unless you discard an enchantment card. So this could potentially be a draw 3, discard 1, but we're always going to be discarding a big creature, so we're basically going to be discarding 2. I don't think there's going to be any enchantments in the deck. Actually, I take that back. There is going to be 1 enchantment in the deck, and let's just go to that real quick. It's a 5-drop enchantment. Hold on. You probably already know what it is. It's, the name of it is just not coming to my mind for some reason. There it is. Elspeth Conquers Death. I think we're only going to play 1 of these in here. We could maybe do 2, but I feel like I'd just get too many at that point. I don't know. 2's not bad. Could be what we need. Yeah, let's do 2. Alright, back to what we were doing before. And let's get rid of the 5s. Alright. Okay, we want discard and we want draw as in the keywords here. Cathartic Reunion is pretty good. This is a draw 3, but you get to discard 2. It is only a 2 casting cost, but it's a sorcery. The sorcery is kind of a big deal. It's kind of a problem. Throw of Possibility is much better. Draw 2, but you got to discard 1 as its casting cost. Definitely want 3 of these. Throw of Possibility is very good. Let's do the other picture. Oh wait, there's even another picture? Oh no, it's not another picture, just another version. Yeah, sure, let's do the M21 ones. Whatever. Okay, Cathartic Reunion is not bad. Dropping 2 things is pretty good. So Thirst for Meaning, 3 casting costs. If we discard an Elspeth, then yeah, we're fine. But we don't want to discard an Elspeth ever, so I'm going to say no on this Thirst for Meaning. I don't think it's good enough. It's nice that you get to draw the 3 cards first before discarding. That's really nice. We're going to play 1 instead of Cathartic Reunion, basically, because it's 1 more casting cost than Cathartic Reunion. But as of what is its ability, how it reads directly better than Cathartic Reunion, and it's an instant. I guess that's worth it for 1 more mana and casting costs, but you know, I'm on the fence here. I'm on the fence. Let's try 2 of them. I really maybe only 1. Let's try 1. I don't like that 3 casting costs. It hurts. But it being instant helps. Okay, let's try 2. Yeah, see, now I'm battling with my own mind here. Alright. So there's another creature that has some activation, but I don't think it's worth it. What else do we got? We got Burning Tree Vandal. which can also get us the triggers. We can give it haste and do it right away. It's a human rogue, another thing that Kogla can help with, but I don't really like it. It doesn't have enough advantages, really. Potentially unreliable. They could kill it before it attacks even. Glittenhorn Buccaneer. You gotta pay into the discard is the only problem here, and the 2 red is a little iffy. Okay, we got Honor the God Pharaoh. This is basically like, you know, it's a sorcery, but at least it has a mass 1. We're gonna skip it, especially since it's a sorcery. Merchant of the Veil is another one that's not too bad with the gives you a creature and all, but I honestly don't think it's quite worth it. Maybe we'll play 1 here of the Veil. So we're gonna have some weird one-offs for this draw discard spot, but basically we want 7 or 8 in the spot. So we've already got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 9 in the slot. We've honestly got too many at this point. Royal Scions is another one that's really good for the draw discard outlet. Probably better than Merchant of the Veil, I would say. I just kind of want to test these out. So let's just do some weird stuff here. And let's take out... Nah, let's just add 1 more in. It's not going to hurt. Okay, what does she do exactly? Discard your hand. I never want to discard my whole hand, so that's pretty scary. And her haste, yeah, she's not for this deck. Is Niambi, Steam Speaker. Discard a legendary card, draw 2 cards. So I have a lot of legends I could discard, but she's kind of expensive. She does have flash. You know, this is something that could be interesting. Because we could discard Kogla, Niv Mizzet, Drakaseth with her ability and draw 2 cards. Yeah, let's try one of her. Let's see how she feels. You know, colors aren't a problem. I'm not worried about colors in this deck. I will sort out the lands. We're basically going to need red and blue and a little bit of white and also a little bit of black. We're gonna almost hard no on the green. We'll have a few green sources, but we should never be casting Kogla from hand, basically, which is, you know, he's always going to be reanimated. There's a couple other key cards we're going to need in here, so I'm actually running out of slots. I've got 7 left, and a lot of those need to be lands. Let's see, we're running 26 lands. I think we're going to go up to 27 lands, so we're going to have 3 more slots. We're basically out of slots at this point. So let's scroll through a little bit, see if we got anything else. No, not really. She's okay, but not really for us here. Alright, so the last few things we're gonna need. We're gonna need Kenrith. Kenrith is... why am I not seeing him? Oh yeah, I put the casting cost thing. Okay. Kenrith. This guy just flat out, just his last ability. End of your turn, I'm going to put Drakaseth in play. End of your turn, I'm going to put Dreamtrawler in play. End of your turn, I'm going to put Kogla in play. It's going to fight that. This guy's ridiculous in this deck. Absolutely ridiculous. So he, of course, has got to go in, and 2 of him. So that leaves us with only a few slots. We're going to need more mana. And there's also a couple other really important cards we need. So I'm probably going to have to make a few cuts on some of these discards. I'm going to drop a Thirst for Meeting. I'm going to maybe drop a Merchant of the Veil. I'm going to maybe drop a Throw. I'll drop 1 Throw possibility, I guess. It is a draw 2. This draw 2 is big. This Thirst for Meeting's draw 3 is kind of big too, honestly. She's a tough choice. I want to test them all in this little weird build, but I should really cut it to 1. I feel like all the 3s should go and we should stick with the 2s, but I digress. Alright, let's just get done what we need to get done. There's just 1 more guy. He's a 7. I already talked about him for a moment. Where is that? The Realm Cloak Giant. The destroy all non-giant creatures is a really nice reset that this board often needs against aggro. And there's a few other things that we're going to have in here, like Storm's Wrath is another one that is just absolutely crucial to drop on turn 4 sometimes. Let's get rid of this. Okay. So I personally like having 4 Storm's Wraths. And that only leaves us 1 more slot. And another thing that's pretty darn nice alongside of Storm's Wrath is another thing, you know, just like in my previous testing, what I kind of found out was Forgive me for stumbling over my words. Farika's Libation is actually quite good because Storm's Wrath wipes out pretty much everything but one creature a lot of times, or something like that, and you can libate the last one. And you can also use this to get rid of gods that are normally indestructible. So I've always found that this card is really nice in this deck, and you can get it back with, of course, Scholar of Ages. So that's another really nice thing with Scholar of Ages. You can get back Storm's Wrath. You can get back your discard stuff if you need to, but it's nice to have, and of course Bond of Revival. Generally we're going to be getting Bond of Revival, but I do have Kogla to destroy artifacts and enchantments, so I feel like 3 Koglas might be too much, but no, maybe not. Now I did have a suggestion at one point to add in, let's see, the 1-drop spear. Yeah, this Shadow Spear, because it can make things lose hexproof and indestructible, which can be pretty critical. However, I feel like it's sort of a side thing, but the lifelink is really nice too. Since I'm hitting with big creatures, giving them lifelink is going to be a big deal. So this could potentially be really good. However, I feel like maybe instead of adding this, I should just go to the sideboard and put it in the sideboard, along with some other random things, and maybe I'll put in 1 Karn. So that's kind of what I was maybe thinking, but you know, I don't know. Would I rather have a Karn or would I rather have a Shadow Spear? I honestly, I don't. It's a tough choice here. It's a really tough choice. I kind of feel like the Karn is pretty good, especially since we do have Elspeth Conquers Death, which could potentially get back Planeswalkers. So yeah, we'll put it nowhere. We'll just ignore that for now. We'll do some hot editing here in a minute. 4, 5. Okay, so I've got a lot of things to discard here. And I've got 1 more slot. I really need to sort out the lands. The lands are sort of a problem at this point. Let's look at only 0 drops. And then we're basically going to see all the lands. So currently it is recommending us lands. That's fine for another second because we're going to add in basically, let's see, let's add in some 3-color stuff. So our big colors that we need to have: black, red, and blue. There's no Triumph for that, the Grixis colors, but we also want white. So maybe let's see what we got here. Like this. Okay, there's the Savia, however you say that, Triumph, which is pretty good. This is probably our crucial Triumph. I only have 2 of them, so I guess I'll only run 2. Green is like the last thing we're concerned about, and it put 4 in our deck, but we'll sort that out here in a second. Because yeah, we only will ever need 1 green to activate him, but otherwise he's going to get reanimated all the time. But maybe we want to have him up to 3 sources here just to have that possibility going on. And also we might want to think about ramp so we can get our combo going faster. But I kind of think instead of ramp, I'm just going to have some control. So let them ramp, let them do whatever they want. You know, the ramp decks are kind of my enemy, but if I can kill them very suddenly, then it's not such a big of a deal, because that's sort of a thing. Your opponent taps out, setting up for their next turn. You take your turn, you go, oh, by the way, hasty giant creatures in your face, and they're dead, and they don't even get their next turn. So that's how a lot of the games go, even against the ramp decks. Tapping out to ramp, thinking, oh, my next turn is going to be big. They never get their next turn. That's what should happen. So that's how we basically beat them. So we don't want to out-ramp them or anything like that. We just need to get to 5 mana and then suddenly kill them. That's where my thought is with that. Okay, so let's check some of these other colors. Is there a Triumph for that? No, there's not. Is there a Triumph for this? No. Is there... What other Triumphs are there? I'm not seeing hardly any with the black colors. Oh, there's this in Datha Triumph. Not really my favorite. Yeah, we'll do 1, I guess. We really need to make sure we have red early on and blue to get the discard. So we're going to run quite a few steam vents. And oh, we can run these Triumphs too. Oh, this Triumph's really good for us. This is a pretty ideal Triumph as well. So maybe we'll just run... Oh, I'm running a lot of Triumphs at this point. More than I would like. That's 5. Okay, we're going to stop there, I think. Maybe 6. Fine, we'll go 6 triumphs. This is a lot of coming to play tap lands. That's what I really don't like that. And this thing is dumping more force than my deck. This auto tool is being thrown off hardcore by my 3 Koglas, but it doesn't understand that I'm reanimating those suckers. I'm not casting them. This is basically 1 black mana or 2 white. Definitely not 3 green. So we're gonna take off this suggest thing and say cut it out. 1, 2, 3 more of those. Take out 3 of these, and we're gonna go Fabled Passage. We'll do some Fabled Passages, just 2 of them, I think, and we'll take out a forest and maybe a swamp. You know, swamp's something we only need by turn 5 for Bond of Revival. There's not even any other black in the deck, actually, which is interesting, because you think there's something big and black and scary to reanimate, but there really isn't. Let's just look real quick while I'm on the topic. I know I'm skipping around. Okay. Wow. So, okay, you would think there's something big and scary to reanimate in the black color. There really isn't. There's a lot of good stuff. I thought about Gravewalker, but his 7 to do what Kenrith does for 5 is kind of painful, and he's also more expensive to cast than Kenrith. This is basically like a much worse Kenrith, more expensive all-around Kenrith. So, yeah, if you're going to put a Gravewalker in, just don't put in Kenrith instead. So that's my thought on that. Because I could do like 1 Kenrith, 1 Gravewalker, but why not just 2 Kenriths then at that point? And you might think, oh, because you can have them both out at once. You know, Kenrith's legendary, you can't play them both. Yeah, you don't want to play them both ever anyway. If you have one of the effects, you want to save the other one back in your hand in case they remove the one on your board. So you wouldn't want to ever have 2 out in any case, even if they, yeah, if I put in 1 of each. So that's my thoughts on that. Alright, well, there's some new M21 stuff I haven't really looked at. Okay, Villas is the big one. Villas is amazing to get into play. When he gets into play, if you lose some life or drop a shock land, you basically win, because you're going to get to draw a ton of cards. So actually, now that I'm looking at black, he's the only thing. Some other stuff, maybe Void Beckoner. No, I mean, he's super cool looking and everything, but not really effective enough. Reaper of the Night, no. I mean, making people discard 2 cards could be interestingly good and maybe ruin our opponent so we can get a setup, but he's trash for reanimating. He's only 4 or 5, so just no. And also even casting. So all the big stuff in black, there's really not too much. Gigan's actually not bad, because I could get Kogla, Dream Trawler, Niv Mizzet. He won't get Trakus Other Scholar of Ages though. But this is just another consideration. So we could like mash up our cards here a little more and have some more weird stuff. Ashiok Sculptor Fears isn't too bad either. It does have a reanimation. It's -5. And so we play him, draw a card. And then -5, we put a creature from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. And that's a creature from anyone's graveyard. So another reanimator, another thing we could think about, but I don't know. I don't think it's good enough. Never cast that. Ruinous Ultimatum could be good, but yeah, it's kind of a side point. Maybe, okay, I think we're gonna drop a storm. We're gonna go 3 Storm's Wraths. That should be plenty. 3 Storm's Wrath and 1 Realm Cloak Giant. So we still have 4 resets. Just one of them is super awesome. So yeah, really the only thing I'm seeing here is Villas. I kind of almost feel I have to put at least 1 Villas in here. He's just so cool. Alright, so we could play this deck out and see how it goes. We got 8 Reanimation, Bond of Revival, Kenrith, and Elspeth Conquers Death. That's 8 cards that can reanimate. We can get Bond of Revival back all day with Scholar of Ages, so it will cast it all day. And to discard these big creatures and to make sure we get our land drops and what we need, we got plenty of sifting stuff. Now, we're still working on the lands. And I guess I'm just going to put in more shock lands at this point. Yeah, let's do it. So let's go back to 0 so we're only seeing lands. And let's take a look at what kind of options we have. Watery Grave sounds pretty important, but really early game we're going to need red. How many of these do I put in? Okay, I've got, yeah, let's do some Watery Graves. We'll take out 2 islands, 2 Watery Graves. Maybe we got too many triomes. I feel like this triome could just get cut altogether. It does have white in it though. I mean, we're Godless Shrine's gonna be pretty big. Let's type 2 in here so we only see our shock lands. I don't want to see all these other random lands. So yeah, let's, you know, black mana is something we need for Villas and Bond of Revival, mainly Bond of Revival. So maybe we'll just do 2 of each of these. I think that's fine. And we'll drop 1 plains here. And then we're at 60 cards. How many lands are we at? 25. That's kind of iffy, but since we got a lot of sift and draw early game, as long as we get to 2 or 3 mana, we should be okay to get to 5. I'm a little also worried about all these triomes. There's a lot of coming into play tapped. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll give it a try. Blood Crypts may be pretty important. We could drop a few mountains for that. Overgrown Tomb is a no. Stomping Ground I think is a no. Sacred Foundry, however, yes. So let's take out another Plains. Add a Sacred Foundry. And now we're filled out pretty good. We've got 1 of each land. We can make them cooler lands. Let's find a cool Plains. Yeah, give it to this. Put it in this one. Actually, I like this one here. This one just says crossing a bridge. I don't know. Alright, this island, no thank you. Let's find a cooler island. I like this one. Swamp, that's actually a pretty cool swamp. But let's find a different one. So we're breaking the meta here. This Cauldron, this seems fitting. Or this one here. Yeah, let's do this one. Mountain. Now you guys are all going to get mad because I'm spending 4 years picking out special art lands that I like best. It has nothing to do with how the game's going to play. This one here at the city's kind of cool. This one just screams I'm coming back from the grave or something. Or yeah, so yeah, we're going to go with that. Forest, that's a pretty stupid looking forest if you ask me. Let's find a cooler one. Which one looks the most evil? The most evil. Maybe this one? I don't know. None of them really look evil at all. Let's go with the nuts. When in doubt, choose the nuts. Alright. Alright. So, Terminator 2, Reanimator. Let's see what we get here. That was 32 minutes of deck building. 32 minutes of me talking about building the deck. I don't know, maybe some people like this sort of thing. Maybe they do. I had no idea it was 32 minutes. That felt like 5-10 minutes in my head, and then I looked at how long I'd been recording. So, interesting. Okay, we've got enough mana to play our throw possibility. We're gonna keep this, sure. We'll give it a shot. Let's see what our opponent does here. Wow, our hand is interesting. I don't know if it's good. It's got Mirage lands? Nice, Mirage. Alright, well, I guess we gotta pay this. Pay and play. And we'll just pass the turn, let him do his thing. We've got our next land drop, that's nice. And we've got a gazillion things to discard, that's nice. Hooded Blightfang, okay. So you guys are about to see how this deck works. I hope I get to survive long enough for it to go off. Alright, so we're going to throw a possibility at the end of his turn. We'll discard Drakaseth because he belongs in the yard. Always discard. Oh, which are not really what we want, but drop our catcher. At least we got another throw possibility, but we're about to get hit pretty hard. So hopefully I draw Storm's Wrath because that's kind of what I need to slow him down. I don't think I'm going to get to play this Realm Cloak Giant. I just don't really have any white mana. He's going to exile it. That's fine. I got another one. So there's just so much stuff that him playing stuff like that is probably not going to be enough. So yeah, I kind of did think about people removing stuff from my graveyard and whether it'd be a problem or not. And it could be, but I have ways to always get more stuff in the yard. And if they play like an ooze or something, hopefully I can kill it. Okay, this, oh yes. Oh, what a top deck. What a top deck. So do we have black mana? No. Do we have white mana? No. Okay, both are a problem. We need both. I'm going to go with the black to set up for this Bond of Revival, though. It seems a little more critical. But right now, we just got Storm's Wrath. Get rid of his little creatures. We're already down to 11. Don't want to go down any lower. Hopefully we top deck another land. That's kind of the dream at this point, because if we don't, the only option we have is throw a possibility. So if I get to search for any more lands, I'm going to be looking for white, so I can play these two at all. Now he's got more Return to Natures? Very interesting. Okay, well we'll do this the hard way, or the fun way, depends how you look at it. Now I don't have any white mana. I literally only have Bond of Revival that I can play if this comes into play untapped, so no point in doing that. I guess I will just play this tapped and pass the turn. And I'm waiting to thrill at the end of his turn. So I guess at this point I almost want to hard cast my Scholar of Ages potentially. It looks like he's out of gas. He's got one card in hand. So we're actually in a pretty decent spot. And what do we discard here? Jeez. I feel like honestly we discard Kenrith. Yeah. He's the pick. No, it should have been Scholar of Ages. Whatever. Okay, it'll be fine though. It's gonna be fine. We'll play him in a second. These both have white. This has red and white and black. We'll play the Ralgren. Okay, we've already got the mana for what we want to do. And what we want to do is play Kenrith. Alright. So that was a bit of a scuffed play. Honestly, I should have discarded the Scholar of Ages. That way I could have got back Bond of Revival and Storm's Wrath. And you know, a bit of a scuffed play there. So we'll see if we can recover from our error. I think we might be okay, but it kind of does depend on what we draw. Yeah, we should be fine. This is fine. We'll play our Fabled Passage, and we're just going to go ahead and kill that creature with our Elspeth Conquers Death. I think that's our best choice, but we need to get our planes to do that. So there we go. Play our Elspeth Conquers Death. Let's kill this creature. I could have also played the Scholar and got two things back, but you know, we'll wipe his board real quick. I don't want to be taking any more damage. I'm already at 9. I don't have really any life gain in this deck other than the Dream Trawlers. So let's just keep stopping his threats while we can. We've got plenty of mana. I've got ways to get cards back. I've got 2 more Dracosuths in the deck. 2 are exiled, but that's no big deal. I bet he really wishes he saved his Return to Natures right about now. Alright, cool. And this is not a giant, which is perfect, so we'll just, whatever, we'll just cast off, slap, smash, grab, whatever he does. And alright, there we go. Now we'll probably cycle that in a minute. So we'll play, yeah, I think we'll just play Mountain here. I think I'm just going to cycle this Triome at the end of his turn. Do I have anything in my yard? Yes, I do. I have Kenrith, and I have a bunch of other stuff. So if he exiles something, I can throw a possibility, this Scholar in there, at a hot speed. Okay, so I'm happy about these Triomes right about now. Kenrith comes back. Let's do some +1/+1. And now we're really online. Really online. You know, sometimes you just gotta say, bring out the fatties. And out comes a big old Realm Cloak Giant. And we can pay the 1 red to give all our creatures haste and trample. This is another absolutely amazing thing that Kenrith just happens to be able to do. And he's going to eat him. But I still get the haste. He should have done that earlier? During his turn, maybe even? Or wait, I guess he couldn't. He should have done it in response to Elspeth, maybe? Or in response to the Realm Cloak? Yeah, in response to the Realm Cloak would have been the right time. There we go. Swing with him. We'll drop this. I could save it to cycle, but it's fine. I got Thrill and Scholar. There's a Questing Beast. Is he going to send it? Yes, he is. I'm going to block it. Mainly because he's out of cards in his hand, and I'm not. So, Questing Beast going to the yard is fine with me. I'll get my guy back. It's fine. Actually, I can just hard cast Dracosuth and walk away at this point. Give him an old thanks for playing. And, yeah, you can resolve that. It's fine. Now, he's basically going to be digging for removal this time. If he doesn't get removal, he's going to die. That's not going to save him from a Dracosuth. Actually, it's just going to be absolutely eaten by a Dracosuth, so he shouldn't have even played that. Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. I see. I gotcha. Interesting play. Interesting play. Now, there's no way I'm ever getting 3 green mana, right? So I'm gonna use my Coglet as a little discard here and get 2 fresh new cards. Oh, what could they be? Oh, Villas. Villas, you've come at such a great time. And Kenrith. I almost want to just play Scholar of Ages, honestly. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just drop the Scholar of Ages, get some big cards back, and have a little fun. He's like, oh, do I use my castle? Yeah, sure. He thought about that really hard, like it mattered, because yeah, it didn't. It didn't. He didn't have to do it right there at all. Yeah, we're gonna get Bond of Revival, of course, and I guess the other thing we get is a Storm's Wrath. Yeah, we don't really need any more thrills. We're gonna play this tapped is fine. Now we can actually play Villas, I believe. Wait, 1 black source, 2 black sources. No, we only have 2 sources, so I can't play Villas. That's sort of interesting. Villas is not able to be played. So I'm kind of looking for that one last black source. I guess there's a Godless Shrine and maybe something else. Yeah, sure, I'll block. That sounds great to me. Now the great thing about Scholar of Ages being in the graveyard is I can Bond or Revival her and get her back along with other stuff. There's that weird Pilferer card. Let's go ahead and just play Kenrith, though. I think Kenrith is the play at this point. Kenrith is suddenly OP. I have 10 mana, which means I can activate Kenrith's last ability right away. If he tries to remove Kenrith, too late, I've already activated, or I can activate in response. So I'm actually going to pass the turn here. You know, I could, and I honestly should Bond or Revival the Dracosuth, but I'm going to play it cool, play it coy, and use Kenrith, because he's Kenrith and I want to use his ability, that's why. But as you can see, this guy really has no chance. I'm in a cycle here where I can just keep doing things, and I'm never going to run out of gas. He's sort of in that cycle too, actually, with Castle Locthwain, but my pressure is bigger. And what is he playing? He's just playing a weird Death Touch deck. I don't really understand what he's playing, but I like Ram Through. Ram Through is pretty interesting with Death Touch. Kills anything. Pass 2 attackers. Hey, how about this? How about I just grab a creature? Dracosuth sounds good. Let's put him in play. And this is where he concedes, probably. This is about when people concede, when they realize, I have nothing else I can do. You've got too many. There's just too many flying at me. Oh, he's going to remove it in response. Interesting. I did not expect that, but I've got Bond of Revivals all over the place. Let's see. We don't really need to Bond of Revival. We can just Kenrith. What do we want to Kenrith? No, let's Bond a Revival. Let's Bond a Revival the Realm Cloak. And Bond a Revival the Scholar of Ages. And what do we get back? But 2 Bond of Revivals. And he quits. Yeah. Giving back 2 Bond of Revivals is just the nail in the coffin there. Because they have haste, and this is going to happen every turn. Big, angry creatures. That was surprisingly interesting. It was like that guy somehow, magically, pre-sideboarded against us with the Return to Natures. It's like, I know I'm going to need to remove stuff. I don't know. I guess it's a good card to have in this format. Return to Nature is always going to have a use. Even if they don't have artifacts or enchantments, they're going to have your Uro. Alright, let's look at this hand. This hand is terrible. It was nothing. Nothing to even talk about. What is this? This is pretty bad too. Oh, ooh. If I draw one land, I can Storm's Wrath turn 4. That's all I got. Yeah, no, it's not happening in this game. All right, we're keep it, but like, what are we gonna do? You know, we gotta get really lucky on the draw here. Just no sift cards. Gonna need some sift cards. Yep, that's no good either. Alright. Well, things are not exactly looking up. Let's drop the planes. Yeah, this was a pretty unlucky set of draws, so not much we can do about that. I mean, what do we have? 9, 10 sift cards in the deck? We didn't see any in all those hands. Pretty unlikely. Hey, what are you gonna do? You win some, you lose some. Let's just see what this guy does. I'm a little curious to see what mono red is looking like right now. Let's see how fast he can kill us. Come on, it's turn 3. Can he kill us by turn 4? Turn 3? I don't know. I can't say I just got no plays. Got nothing. So maybe I have a few too many creatures in the deck. That, the only chance we have here is if we top deck Storm's Wrath, and still we don't really have much of a chance. So, yeah. We'll just let him do his thing. I'll give him about 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I almost conceded on you, buddy. You almost didn't get to finish your game. But luckily, you reacted fast enough. Like, obviously I'm dead here. There's nothing I can do. But I'm just going to play a Kenrith. Pass the turn. Let's see what he does. Alright, I'll give you 5 seconds to do your thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you're so... I almost conceded on you. Almost conceded on you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I almost feel weird that I have to do that, but some people are so pokey that even when like they clearly win and there's nothing you can do, they just take forever. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous way to play. It's very, 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 very rude. It's super rude playing. I prefer to just, you know, I give people a chance. In real life, I give them a lot of chances. Or I give them like a little heads up like, hey, I don't know if you realize this, but your turn's taking a really long time and I'm just kind of sitting here doing nothing. You maybe speed it along, but, you know, after a while, you're just like, okay, what do you do? Go play a different game, give up on Magic. Yeah, I think everybody kind of gives up on Magic the Gathering, and that's one of the factors, is just the amount of time it takes to play a game because everyone's so pokey. It's a complicated game, so how do you fix that? I mean, one thing you can do is you can dumb it down, but if you dumb it down, it's not the same game, and it kind of ruins the game. So there's just, if it's like one of those things where there's no perfect answer, you just got to play against people of your skill level, I think, so you're all kind of on the same page about the pace of things. Alrighty, let's see. We're going to throw a possibility, but we can wait. Yeah, we're going to need Storm's Wrath or this Realm Cloak Giant to take effect ASAP. Alright, get in. Aggro decks are my worst nightmare in this deck, basically. And that's probably something I have to consider a lot, actually, because that's basically what you gotta beat. You gotta beat aggro decks, and you gotta beat the ramp decks. Yeah, we'll discard a Dream Trawler. That's definitely something we want to reanimate ASAP. We got no 3-drop, so we can play... Actually, we'll get this out here and ready. It's got black in it, and white. Okay, very good. We're about to get a beat down, though. Absolute beatdown. So he's actually going to kill us. Yeah, he's got us dead. By the time I can even cast Bond of Revival, I am dead. So that's sort of a problem. Sort of a problem. It's such a massive problem. Can I top deck a Storm's Wrath? Come on, Storm's Wrath. It's not a Storm's Wrath. Alright. So we're dead. And we'll go to the next game. Alright, but this is what you do. You draft a deck. Draft is in create. I don't know. This isn't a draft. Draft is in a first draft. This is a first draft of this build, and we're really not getting good sample games. The last 2 were absolute garbage as far as playtesting goes, because one of them was like worst luck ever in the draws, and that second one was, we're too slow to do anything against that deck ever unless we have a Storm's Wrath prompt and ready at turn 4. So that's kind of tough. Well, we got a Row of Scions. We really need to draw 1 more land. Can I trust my deck to draw 1 more land? I've got 1, 2, 3 cards I wouldn't mind just not having at all in my hand, so I'm going to mulligan. This is better. Okay, this is way better actually. So I'm glad I mulliganed. Play the Triumph. Always the best first turn for this deck because there's just nothing that costs 1. Okay, Wildborn Preserver. Interesting play. I guess we're gonna have to pay 2 life no matter what we do here. And I maybe should have played my throw possibility right off so he couldn't potentially counter it. But he's playing Euro anyway, so that's fine. We'll just discard this guy, draw some more cards, and now I'm getting flooded with land. Yikes. So I'm having a little bit of a weird time with the luck. Yeah, this is more lands than I should ever likely draw. Not a whole lot I can do about that. I could cycle this Triome, but honestly I kind of want the double white. I only have one other white source. So no, I got things to cast. We're just gonna play the I need a blue. This has blue in it, so we'll throw a possibility at the end of his turn here. And we'll probably discard a Steam Vince, we just got too many. Okay, Wildborn Preserver, yes, pump up your guy. It's kind of going to be a problem. Click your buttons. Do I need to start a countdown on you like you're a 3-year-old child? I don't know. I feel like when you got to do that against a player, it's kind of a sign that maybe someone needs to concede. Yeah, sure, we'll just do this right now. Discard one of these. And maybe I'm totally guilty of doing this sometimes. That's possible. I'm not saying that I never do it. Alright. Yeah, our options right here are not that great. Let's just do this pill for a blocker, basically. And maybe I should have done the thrill. This guy's terrible. He's really not that great. But would I rather have something? I don't know. I've already got enough thrills. I can't really think of anything else specifically that I'd rather have other than a board wipe. I'd like to have another board wipe. I think I need more Ukins. Cool. I guess. I don't know if that's cool. I don't know why the client prompts you when you obviously don't have any mana anyway. Good job, MTG Arena, at not being good at programming. Let's see, did we do anything about this? I feel like we preserve our health. Yeah, whatever, we'll preserve our health. I'm not gonna get to do anything else with this card. It's a piece of trash. It's a 2/1 absolute garbage card. Okay, this is what we needed. Perfect. Alright. Thank you very much. Well, yeah, we're definitely killing this, and we'll just hit you. Sounds good to me. Enjoy the pain of a Dracosuth. So yeah, that's kind of the beauty of a Dracosuth. That's the board wipe we needed. Pretty good of a board wipe. Not a full board wipe, but you know, we're getting there. Great Henge. Can we beat the Great Henge? I think so. We have the damage on the board. He's not a type of deck that does anything about my creatures, which is great for me because my creatures are big and scary, and if you don't do something about them, they're going to kill you. But no, he's just going to ramp and do his own flooding, but I think I can out-flood him at this point. We'll see. Uh-oh, here comes the countdown. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's doing stuff. Good. Come on, white mana. No, it's not white mana, dang. Wait. We've got white here. No, we have 2 white. We have double white. Okay, we're actually good. We're actually good. This is fine. Everything is fine. Well, are you ready to have your creature ended? 4 here, 3 here. That's it. Alright, there you go. Oh, and we're about to see the most amazing Elspeth Conquers Death cast ever. You guys ready for this? Elspeth on a Great Henge. Oh, it feels so good. Yeah, it just feels so great. Oh, yeah. Just give me... Yeah. Nothing else is going on over here. Just an Elspeth Conquers Death cast in exile on a Great Henge. So, yeah, that hit the spot. That was like drinking a nice gin and tonic after you get home from a long day of work, which I wouldn't know anything about recently because, never mind. Let's not get on the topic of real life, okay? Let's just stick to Magic and the anti-reality that it is. Not much different. Okay, let's stick to the game. I easily get off topic in case you couldn't tell. He casts that for 4. What? You're just dead. You're just dead. I can do 4 here, 3 here. You should have just conceded instead of playing cards. But that's Dracosuth. Dracosuth ends games. That's what I like to say. Okay, so that was a better example of a game. He came out pretty strong, but we got the Dracosuth going and it wiped the board. So it's pretty imperative that we get to turn 5 unscathed, or relatively unscathed. So that's sort of the crux of this deck. There's probably I don't know if having that little 2/1 Ghostly Pilfer meant much at all. It felt like a dead card, but at least it blocked some damage, and it could have done stuff. But after that match, I'm having some mixed feelings. Okay, what do we got here? We got Ghostly Pilfer, something to discard, more stuff to discard, more discard. All right. Well, this is not that great. This is not good at all, honestly. This is actually quite terrible, but we'll give it a try. Okay, we'll see what happens. Play it to the best of our ability. We just got 3 oddball discard cards, and none of them really work for what I want to do right now. None of them are really optimal. I guess I'm going to play the Pilferer first. I don't know. Do I play the Pilferer first? He can't really do much. But I need something. Let me just think about this for a minute. Yeah, no, this is going to enter tapped, and we're going to play actually the Haggle, because I want to draw more cards. When I discard the Dreamtaller, definitely don't want him. Okay, we need to get our 3rd land drop, so anything to draw me cards is best. So that's kind of why these are not good right now. Doesn't draw me cards right away, doesn't draw me cards right away. I like my discard Sif to actually do something else other than just leave me sitting for dead. And drawing cards is one of them. Okay, there we go. There's land. That's good. So now we can play about anything. So this is actually quite good. We'll play our Royal Scions. And actually part of the goal here is to hope that he attacks the Royal Scions. Let's draw a card, discard a card. What do we discard? I guess we just discard this Ghostly Pilferer. Kind of a tough choice, actually. The ones I definitely don't discard are the reanimation stuff, but I think I want to keep this Thirst for Meaning because that's 3 cards, and if I don't get a land drop next turn, I'm going to play this and hope I get a land. And drawing that many cards, I'm sure I'm going to draw a land. Or else the odds are truly against my favor, and I'm probably just going to lose. What on earth is he playing? A bunch of Light of Hopes? And a Commanding Presence. Okay, nice. Okay, so that saved me 5 health right there. We drew a land. That's really good. And he's still beating around on that thing. Let's just think about this for a second. That Hawk's a problem. Return another creature you control to your hand. That's not really that great. Alright, so let's draw a discard and see what we get here. We're gonna toss a what's Commanding Presence? That's pretty expensive. I guess we'll toss the... Yeah, we'll toss her. Let's play this tapped. I think we're just going to play this Merchant of the Veil. I've got my 5th land. I'm really glad he's attacking Royal Scions. That's like my saving grace here, honestly. Because my health is sitting at a pretty 15, and I got plenty of time to sort out what I'm doing. But if he attacked me twice, I'd be down to 5, and my next turn would be like, I absolutely have to do something or I'm dead. So this is all good for me. I've got 2 white. Got some. I could get another. I can't get the red, green, blue. I don't really need anything in particular. I'll get a black mana. Black mana is fine. So I think what we want to do here is just bond a revival and get back our Dream Trawler and swing with it right away. Draw a card, gain some life from its lifelink. This is all good for us. This is all good with the Dream Trawler. You're gonna do 4 damage to one I don't care about? Okay. Sounds great to me. I don't care about him at all. He's just kind of there. So that was, that was pretty interesting that he had to waste a card on my little Merchant of the Veil, which is just, It's there for the haggle. I just cast it because I could. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So pretty scary. We got a Vigilance Healer's Hawk. Okay. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried. Okay, and he got his little soldier. Alright. Okay, also Dream Trawler buffs up with these Thrills of Possibilities and stuff, so that's super cool. Let's just go ahead and drop the Elspeth Conquers. And I think we're just going to get rid of Sarah's Guardian. Play this tapped. Send in this guy. Get our card draw going on. Maybe he's going to block. If he blocks, he's an idiot. Oh my god. What did he block for? You have 36 health. Well, what am I doing? What? This says first strike? I'm an idiot. Shiny creatures +2/+2 and has first strike. Oh my god, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You live and learn, or you die and learn in my case. Because I'm probably dying here. Let me think what I can even do. I can get back my Dream Trawler yet again. Yeah, I think that's the play, because I live that way. So let's do this. He's probably getting mad, like, hurry up, take your turn, which is exactly what I do, so I get it. Totally get it. And we'll swing. We're drawing an awful lot of land suddenly. Do I even live? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I live. I live for one more turn unless he has some big buff. Speaking of a big buff. Alright, GG. I may have messed up a little or a lot. So I probably could have won that. A little mistake there, a little mistake. But those little mistakes can add up sometimes. Can't expect to play perfectly, so people might rage at you for your little mistakes and think, if you're making a video, you should play perfectly. It's like, well, you give it a try. You record some games and see if you do everything perfectly, because you won't. You won't. And sure, I could go take another 5 hours out of my life to try to hide all these little mistakes from you guys by editing the video, but screw that. I don't care. I'm well aware that I make mistakes. I'm not trying to hide it, so I'm not going to do that. And if you guys are one to skip forward a little bit, you know, the YouTube has those features, so if I'm in between a game and you just want to see the beginning of the next game, you can just press the forward button a few times, and there you go. I don't know if I should have kept the sand. I have a Pilfer. He's iffy, but he's spiffy, so let's get him out there. Let's see if he can do this work. I might actually get to do something with him this game, because I've got discard outlets. I can make him unblockable. When he untaps, I can draw some cards. I just need to get land drops. If I don't get land drops, I'm 1,050% screwed. So we're going to activate him, discard Villas, I guess. And okay. So it looks like we're up against some kind of flash deck who is not playing his cards as flash. Alright. We might be totally screwed here. We're not getting mana. One, two. Okay. Come on, man. Do I need to start counting on this guy? Sudden Fury is coming at me with a prophecy. Yeah, that's how I say that. Prophecy. Because I don't know what that word is. Madomia. What kind of word is Madomia? It's a weird word. And I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Alright. Let's go to the next game. This is a garbage match. We're against a super slow player playing a super slow deck, and we're having a terrible start where we're just drawing nothing. You know, I should have mulliganed the hand maybe, but I was hoping to see that Pilfer do some work. Didn't expect the odd Mystic Subdual in there, but I guess it works. Pretty interesting card. Alright, so I'm feeling pretty strongly like I should edit this deck and make it a little more consistent. Why do I keep drawing this Pilfer every game? There's only one in the deck. What is wrong with your RNG? Have I drawn this every single game that I've played? There's only one in the deck. It's like I have 7 of them in the deck or something. Can you stop? Can you give me something else? I don't have any red mana. I should have kept this, but I got the Pilfer. And since it keeps giving him to me, I kind of want to see him do some work. Oh, this deck. Yes, yes, yes. Kill me now. Okay. Sure, I'll trade with your pelt collector all day with my stupid pilfer that I can't stand anyway. I don't know. There's a source of red mana. Now we can use our throw of possibilities. Maybe I should have just saved the Kogla, but I kind of wanted to get them in there just in case I never drew a red source, I guess. But what the heck did I just click? I don't know, but it minimized everything. Alright. That kind of threw me off. Alright, there we go. And he's got scavenging news. This guy is our absolute doom. There's like... he's got us hard countered. I guess we'll be hard casting stuff. That's fine. We just got to get lucky on our next few draws. If not, I'm going to concede. Well, this has been quite the learning experience. Shit has not gone well. It has not gone well at all. We are about to get destroyed by this scavenging ooze. It is just a hard counter to us. Alright, so we're going to speed it along a little. We'll just do everything we can so that this client stops yelling at us. Alright, yeah, go. Kill me now. That's not what we needed. Don't even care anymore. Picking stuff, picking that. Try to give me a land. Okay, that's a land. Too little, too late. Past turn. You can kill us. We can't even ever get our Bond of Revival off. Okay, GG. If we could get our Bond of Revival off, I could wipe all 3 of his creatures and hit him for 7 with Draxa. So that would actually be pretty big, pretty bad, and pretty scary. But with these weird cards in the deck, it's just not happening. So what we're going to do is just say, get out of here, you stupid ghostly pilfer and other random crap that we keep drawing a gazillion of, and we're just going to put Royal Scions on and more lands. Another red source and white source, and maybe one more Fabled Passage even. Okay, there we go. Let's try that. Just a little quick edit, taking out all those weird cards and just throwing in a bunch of Royal Scions. Because that's going to get us lots of sifting. And more lands so we don't get land screwed. And we got so many cycling. That's kind of okay too. I shouldn't have kept this hand. I don't know why I kept this hand. I don't even have any sift cards. And I just, you know, maybe I'm just tired and all this rambling is you know, I'm just annoyed that I kept this hand, is what it comes down to. And is everybody just playing this exact same 2-3 decks of Healer's Hawk aggro? Because I can put more board wipes. I can run more board wipes. If this is what this format's like, maybe I should go into the best of 3 format and actually have a proper sideboard. It's entirely possible that I should do that. In fact, I honestly think I should. I think from now on, after this video, I'm going to start doing more real matches with the sideboard and all that, and try to actually compete with the standard, because I've just been goofing off basically all the time and just wanting to do weird tricks. I guess that's fine, but it's getting kind of frustrating with these one-off matches and everybody just being like, oh, I just want to win, so I'll just play an aggro deck since there's no sideboarding. It's getting to be a little tough. How am I at 12 exactly? What happened? I am tired. I guess I am really tired. I'm not thinking straight, apparently. I'm not even really paying attention to what he's doing. I guess it's fine, because it's not like I have any interaction stuff anyway. I'm just kind of like hoping he lets me get to turn 5, basically. Yeah, it's solid footing. Okay, just hold at the end of turn. Everything else is a whatever. What do I? Kogla or Dream Trawler? We're going to kill Healer's Hawk. So, Kogla... he's going to save it anyway. Yes, my turn. Yes, okay. We'll go ahead and play this. Get the Kogla. We're going to fight the Healer's Hawk. We're going to attack, kill one of his solid footings. Because, of course, he's going to save it. What do you mean? Good game. You could have saved it with Alcide. What are you doing with your life, man? You almost have me dead. I thought I was the idiot here. Oh, jeez. I shouldn't be winning this. This guy is literally brain dead. Alright, but you know, I shouldn't say anything. after I made like 17 goofy mistakes. But he's kind of making goofier mistakes, because let's get real here. Gender Brute's an artifact. I'm just going to destroy it with Kogla. So, yeah. You can concede anytime, I guess. Oh, he's going to give protection. Interesting. Didn't expect that. You should have done that earlier with your little Alcide. Don't know why you didn't. Guess you don't realize how Alcide works. I'd recommend not playing Alcide if you're not going to use his abilities. Just, you know, it kind of makes a little sense, right? Let's think about this. Throw a possibility or Kenrith? Kenrith it is. Okay, let's go. Just get him on the board. Big and scary. Little protection. Life gain. Everything we need right there. I guess what I really should have done was Royal Scions and give Kogla Trample and more attack power, but yeah, it's all fine. Do you realize how Alcide works? The one free man? You realize you can pay one and save one of your creatures or enchantments. You could have saved your hawk a long time ago. You could be swinging and killing me still with that stupid hawk. No? Don't realize that? Is that why you GG'd? Please. Just L2 play. So that's the kind of people you encounter in Platinum. People like me, people like him, that, you know, we're barely functional. So if you're worried that you can't get to this rank, you can. Just play an annoying deck and don't make a bunch of stupid mistakes. You'll be fine. Colt 45 drop shot. BA. Alrighty, let's keep this. Oh, he's thinking hard. I think he decided to do the old drop shot right there. That was a good game, guys. Well played, well thought out. We really had actually, it's a decent opening hand, but it's really slow. So it's really hard to get a good sample of games, honestly, here, because it's just so odd. It's such odd things happening here. Yeah, there's a lot of other cards that I didn't even look at in this build, like Back for More. Didn't even really think about it and consider it, but it's another thing that's a pretty real card. Back for More. And it being instant speed is a pretty big deal. We'll play this. Oh god, why am I playing this? This is not a good choice. Now I'm going to pay life, because it doesn't let you take that back. This is a no take back system with the Shocklands. Unfortunately, you say you're playing it, you're forced to play it and pay the life or it tapped. You can't just go back and say, oh no, I'm playing something else, because that's the client. Okay, we'll do the throw possibility, get rid of one of these oogly Koglas. Very good. We got a swamp. Do we have enough to play Royal Scions if we play the swamp? No, we don't, so we gotta pay even more life, which is just terror bad, but at least we can play the Royal Scions. And we can do a little sifting. Draw a card, discard. Oh, there's so many good discards. I have an overwhelming number of things to discard. I think I may have too many. I could probably take out a few of these creatures and get a few more like cheaper things that help me stabilize the early game. That would probably make a lot of sense, like so much sense that I should just do it. You can please attack my Royal Scions. Please attack my Royal Scions. Yes! Thank you, sir. Royal Scions is really good. He just saves me so much health. It happens every game. People just swing at him. I guess they feel like they have to, because his -8 is really devastating. But honestly, it doesn't matter to me. I don't need him. Especially when I have other stuff. I'd rather have my health, I guess what I'm trying to say in the most confusing way possible. Yeah, we're going to play this. I'm taking too long here. Alright, so I was thinking maybe I should cycle this, play the swamp, then the Fabled Passage, and I can still bond a revival and have a bonus card, but I need mana. Mana's good. I might as well. Alright. Odd play. You're about to get absolutely demolished. Don't know if you realize that. Yeah, we'll just grab a forest, actually. Drakasith it is, because he wipes your board. And I shouldn't have went to attacks yet. I should have buffed him up first, but hey, mistakes galore here. I guess I'll use Royal Silence for the draw discard instead. Yeah, because we still have stuff to draw discard. I mean, we still want to get rid of more Coglas. I'll never play him. I don't even have the mana base to play him, so 3 Coglas in the graveyard. Maybe I should only run 2 of him, but I love him so much. He's super cool. Let's get more lands out of the deck, absolutely. So tap my Dragosath. Okay, that's fine. Grab that. Play a Dream Trawler. Good luck handling that. We'll do a draw. And we will discard one of these. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we're looking alright. We're looking alright. I'm pretty sure this card's going to get banned. There's a lot of... in some formats. I think it's only a matter of time. Yes, take your turn. Nope, not blocking. Okay, and now you're dead. It was an odd play, sir. Do you realize that you're dead? 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 15 damage in the air on the board, and you can't tap my creatures. So, 16, 17. Alright. Thanks for playing. Let's just overkill you as much as we can. Give a little plussy on this guy. Sure, why not? I'll play this and just do a giant swing to the face. 4 here, 3 here, 3 wherever. And take another 13, 14 damage. Good luck. Good luck surviving that with your odd last turn. You should have just saved mana to tap things with Thassa. Obviously, that was the only way you could have lived. But he wasn't thinking about that. Because, well, now I just sound like I'm bragging or something. But, you know, I make stupid mistakes too, so whatever. Easy win. Easy win. We'll just, you know, call it an easy win. Owned. As the channel would suggest, the ownage is happening. Channel name. Yeah, so feeling a little better about this with the Royal Scions. I think it's the way to go. It just saves me so much health, and it has the outlet we want. And if they don't kill it, then it's gonna bomb off anyway. So yeah, I think the Royal Scions really helps this deck a lot. I don't know why I didn't mulligan this. I say that all the time. It's like when I'm talking and I see at least 2 or 3 lands, I just hit OK because that's enough. But it's not, because I have no discard outlet and I have nothing to play. I'm essentially just not doing anything. He just gets a free win unless he's playing a worse deck than me somehow. Play the Foundry first. Yeah, he basically just gets a free win, unfortunately. Unfortunately for me. And if I somehow win, then he deserves the loss, because this is pretty terrible. He's got a Paradise Druid, though. And we'll see what else he has. More Paradise Druids. Okay, well that's kind of the least of my problems. And he has no land drop. Alright, I guess we're fine. I guess we got nothing to worry about. Surprisingly bad opening on his part. Epic bad. And he even mulliganed. He's got 5 mana though. Oh, he did that for Euro. He's really concerned about keeping those Paradise Druids alive. So I'm thinking he's got some mutates or something he wants to put on them. And he got lucky and top decked another land. So he seems pretty happy about that. But you want to protect those Paradise Druids so bad that I'm just going to kill them. Because really, what else am I going to do? I've got no other place. 1 more mana though, and I can start dropping Kenrith and Elspeth Conquers. So not too bad now. We're looking a little better, but we do need to draw a land. If we don't draw a land, we're 100% dead. That's the thing about this game. Sometimes you're just left with the odds. Like, I just have to draw a land, or there's literally nothing I can do for the rest of the game. And that sucks. You know, I guess there's a few other things, but hey, such as decks. Pay some life here. What does that cost? A bunch. Do we Elspeth it, or do we wait? I think we just... What do you got in your graveyard? A bunch of stuff. I think we just Elspeth it off the bat. No, let's Kenrith. Kenrith sounds more fun. Okay, and we'll save the Elspeth for when he, like, brings out a Euro or something after he exiles all of his graveyard, because I feel like that would just, it would just be juicy. We'll say juicy. Also, you know, thinking about this deck, there's kind of two directions I could go with it. I could try to kill all my opponent's stuff and be sort of more control-y deck, or I could just ignore my opponent and just try to bring such an unstoppable force suddenly at them. So I could kind of focus on either direction, because currently I'm running a lot of removal, as you may have noticed. Drakaseth handles removal. I could play only creatures that have removal, like Drakaseth and Kogla, who conveniently came up at a time like this. Does he have Death Touch? Yes, he does. What do I have? Do I have anything good there? Not really. Okay, I think the play here is to exile Nethroi. Just seems to make sense. Does it have Death Touch? No, it doesn't. We're swinging. Putting the pressure on. Making sure he knows that I'm going to end the game if he doesn't do something about this Kenrith. Oh, please don't block it. No, don't block it. Don't be an idiot. Don't. Oh, God. Why? Why are my opponents so dumb? You didn't have to do that. You could have not blocked it. You got 19 HP. What do you worry about? That's how you can sometimes easily tell the difference between a good player and a bad player. The bad players block everything just because they don't like the idea of taking 5 damage, and they think, oh, if I take 5 damage, people will think less of me. I don't know what they're thinking, honestly. It literally does nothing until it. Damage literally does nothing until you're dead. I know that sounds weird, but if you win a game at 1 life or 1 million life, it's exactly the same type of win. Yeah, I think we're just going to swing here. I wish I could do something more, honestly. Okay, we're going to end the turn. So I could gain life. I could draw a card. I think drawing a card is the way to go here. He's going to play a bat. Okay. Fine with me. I need another blue mana. I can actually play the Dream Trawler. One more land I can play Drakaseth. I need to discard Kogla for sure. I love this picture. It's so weird. It's like a pig bat. With a tail. And it's just a bat. Are you sure that's just a bat? I don't think that's just a bat. Maybe it could be beast bat or something. I don't know. Take your pick. It's not just a bat. Alright, so he's going to try to kill Kenrith. Sounds good to me, because I'm just going to obviously bring him right back. But first, I'm going to draw a card. And I got anything else? Nothing else. Okay. Sounds good. Do the thing. Dirge Bat. It's kind of a problem, actually. If he has more mutates, then I'm in for it. But otherwise, I'm okay. Not too bad. Yes, of course, we're going to get some +1/+1. What did you expect? We'll pay some life here, because we can now play pretty much anything. I think I'm actually going to play the Dream Trawler, just because I can discard my Koglas with it, and I can also give everything haste and swing right away, which is epic right now. Just epic. Drawing a card with Dream Trawler, getting a bunch of damage in. He did not see this coming. Well, actually, he saw the Kenrith coming. He knew the Kenrith was coming because the Elspeth Conquers Death. Whether he like consciously processed that or not, that's questionable. I've had some questionable opponents here, but he knew that was going to happen. The Dream Trawler, however, is a surprise. Probably shouldn't come as that big of a surprise, given how much mana I have and that I'm running things like Kenrith. So he should kind of expect that I'm dropping other stuff and going to give it haste. But yeah, I don't know. There's some questionable activity going on in this guy's processing. So you could say the same about me. Not making fun of the guy, just an observation from the side, thinking out loud here. Yeah, just, you know, I do the same thing. Everyone does that. I feel like I have to make that clause every time, or I'm just going to sound like a you-know-what, but yeah, it is what it is. People with 150 IQ still make stupid mistakes. They just realize it and feel dumb. People with 80 IQ make really stupid mistakes and think they're brilliant. The Dunning-Kruger effect. Mostly because they don't, the dumb people don't realize it's a mistake. They think, oh, that's perfect. Yeah, but when it's obviously not. So, interesting things going on. Oh, Titans. I should play Titan's Nest. Kind of a cool card. Doesn't do a whole lot. Actually, it does do a whole lot. So, yeah, this is something I could potentially run in this deck. The green, I don't like the green in it though, because I just don't have any green sources. Do I play this? Yeah, more mana is good right now. More mana is excellent. So I played him. That's all my mana tapped out. I can't do anything else. So I think we're just going to swing with what we got. Put the pressure on. Oh, we're drawing such excellent cards. Our hand is such a beast of a hand. Like, how's he ever going to deal with this? Block the Kenrith, you say? Cool. Okay, so I think what we're going to do here, we could just let him die. I think we just let him die. Yeah, that's fine. Let's trade. Just trade it out. And we'll play Dragosoth. Sound good? Okay. Excellent. And next turn he's guaranteed. He's only at 4 health. He's got so much things he has to deal with. I can even bond or revival anything he kills, or Kenrith. He's 100% dead, but he's just going to troll it out because he doesn't realize it. So maybe I'm right about this whole Dunning-Kruger effect on this guy. Him thinking he's making awesome decisions. He apparently thinks he's making awesome decisions right now because he's trying to win. He's still playing stuff and being like, I got this. I got this. How embarrassing would it be if I lost from this position? It's not possible. He could have a bunch of board wipes or something, but I don't think so. Doesn't seem like it at this point. A carrion grub, please. Don't make me laugh. Don't. That's kind of cool with Titan's Nest, though. I gotta give him credit for trying out some new combo, but this is the point where he's guaranteed loss, so unless he's like experimenting and seeing what else he could possibly do, he should just concede, It's my time, it's his time, it's everybody's time that could potentially ever watch this, so just stop, There's no need to continue all this. I don't think he's doing anything too revolutionary. He cast Euro. Big whoop. That's so common in this fight. It's been played 4 of these in every deck with these colors non-stop since Theros came out. So it's not exactly a unique play that needs tested. It's a Euro cast. It's so frequent, so common, that I just gotta give him crap for it. And he's not even going to let the game end? Do you care nothing about yourself or time? Because that's what it's looking like. It's looking like you just don't care. Which sucks. That sucks for you. I hope you figure that out. But yeah, you're really putting the Cringetopia in Cringetopia universe right now. There, Red Fabius. Now, so the exception is maybe he's testing things, but we're up in platinum here. This guy's obviously played a ton, so he's not testing anything. He's just goofing on whatever. Sounds good. Okay. He does have a plan, though. I like that he has a plan. He's just taking a bit of time to execute it. And he has a big plan. He has a plan to kill Dragosoth. It's not enough, though. Still not enough. Doesn't really matter what he does. I've got him dead to rights for days. We'll just grab a mountain, and we're gonna bond a revival back to Dragosoth. Hope you like being beat down from downtown, because that's what's happening right about meow. Yep, you never had a chance. I guess he didn't see it. He had no idea we were playing Bond or Revival, so it makes a whole lot of sense. And all the things I said, I take back. Just from my perspective, it looked cringe, but really from his perspective, he was giving it his best shot, and that was the right thing to do. That was the right play, and yeah. So I think he was right to play like that and give it a shot. The Dirge Bat was cool. Good try. Yeah, Bonder Revival Dracosuth is just nuts, and same with Kogla. Bonder Revival Kogla, pretty good too. Not quite as good as Dracosuth, but I guess if they have artifacts and enchantments, it could be just as good, if not better. Royal Silence here is pretty good. Just wowzer. Alright, okay, we're gonna play this. The old cat. Here comes the kitty. Meow. No, another oven. Oh. Well, I'm suddenly not so scared. Yeah, I think that's the land to play. Preserve our life a little bit here. I've actually got nothing to discard, which is sort of an interesting scenario. I guess I toss the... I want 3 red. I don't need green at all, really. Just get rid of that. Got other land drops. It's fine. He's not really doing anything. Witch's ovens. Pretty strange. Let's keep buffing this guy up. What? Come on, deck. Okay, I'm just getting rid of an Elspeth Conquers Death. What else do I get rid of at this point? You know, sometimes I get flooded with creatures. This time I'm just getting 0. Just flat 0. None. Nil. Null. Well, but, you know, what can you do? I almost want to save this throw possibility until I have something actually real to discard. Alright, yeah, I'll save this Elspeth for a Luris. Come on, give me something I can believe in. Another Royal Scions? You know, I'll take it. It's not really what I want, though. Actually, no, I'll take it. It's gone. Okay, there's our 5th land. Royal Scions is pretty big now. And it's gonna start taking some attacks, which is fine with me. But come on, what? Maybe I shouldn't be discarding land so I can get up to 6 or 7 while he's stalling out and generally doing nothing. But here we go. Here comes the onslaught. Sounds delicious. Do some damage to him. Yes, please. And a Cauldron Familiar. Okay. This is actually sort of a problem. Let's see what he does. Sack the... Yeah, the Ajani's Pridemate's going to live through this, so it's actually a big problem. If he plays it right, see if he plays it right. So all he's got to do is just play that again, and here we go, yeah. Pridemate's now 5/5. Yikes. So I need something bigger, better, scarier. Yeah, I don't think I can deal with that. Not if I don't draw anything ever. Like, I don't know what's wrong with my deck right now, honestly. Come on, give me a creature. What is this? Just stop, deck. Come on. It's kind of getting ridiculous at this point. How many creatures are in here? I'm thinking 13, 14? How do I draw none of them? But yet I can draw a Ghostly Pilferer that there's just one of every single game. It's just so unlikely. This is just such an unlikely game right here. It's baffling. It's baffling how unlikely it is. And just to make matters worse, we're playing against the most annoying, stupid deck ever, Cat Oven. Just come on. This is an awful match. This is one of those matches that makes you never want to play Magic again, just because you have terrible luck and your opponent's playing the most annoying, goofy cards that are OP. And yeah. All right, enough ranting. Enough ranting. I don't even want to live on this planet anymore. And if Elspeth Conquers Death could kill the Ajani's Pridemate, that'd be fine. But it can't, because it's a 2-drop. Pretty sure they misprinted that card. It should probably cost 1 more to cast. It's just such a strong card in the right deck. Okay, this is a garbage hand. Let's not take that. This is a little better. Let's keep it. Sounds good. We'll get rid of a Royal Scions. Yeah. Not even going to read that card because I don't even care. Some little dog cat deck. Oh, and this is a cat. Hi, Ajani's Pridemate. Welcome to the format. Would you like to have 4 copies of you in every deck with white ever for the rest of the duration of Type 2? Sounds good. Welcome to the format. Enjoy your stay. 4 of each of these in every white deck. And ever. From here on, basically, is how this card reads. And cards like that just annoy me. It's like, well, why do they print stuff like that? Just make it cost 1 more. It's somewhat balanced then. Yeah, I mean, it's not even that broken, to be honest. It doesn't do a whole lot else. It's pretty easy to shut down sometimes, but... you know, if I'm going to play against them over and over, I'm going to complain about it. We're going to play this. We'll play... I don't know. Whatever. I'm done. I'm just going to do whatever. Cycle that. Just pass the turn. Hopefully he doesn't buff those Pridemates, because if he does, I'm dead. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that is fine. Oh, he's gaining life though. Yikes. I was hoping he would make another one and just go for broke. Because he would be broke if he did that. But since he played it this way, it's a little harder to deal with. Still not the worst though. I just gotta make some sacrifices myself. But at least I can wipe most of his board. Yeah, it doesn't matter how long you take to do this. It's, okay. There we go. Little puppy save there. Pretty cool little play. Kind of a problem of a play. Get your Pridemates. Do I concede? Yeah, I should just concede. I'm not going. Yeah, I'm dead. Why? What a stupid deck against to go against just twice in a row. I never want to go against that deck again. I just don't even want to see the Ajani's Pridemates. It just turns into such a large creature so fast, so easily, with 0 actual cost, just like a side effect of other things. Somewhat ridiculous. Oh, hey, look. What are we seeing? Yet, once again, another of the same deck. Seems to be a lot of these recently. I don't know, I guess we'll just gear up for turn 4 Storm's Wrath, and hopefully he plays his whole hand. Oh hey, that's such a surprise. Whoever would have thought if you were playing white, you would be playing Ajani's Pridemate? Not me, total surprise to me. I didn't think anyone played that card anymore. But I guess everyone does that plays white. Hooray. Surprise. How to win games. You don't need rares. You just need these 2 cards, basically. Just put 4 of these in your deck and other things that support them. And you're going to get to probably Mythic pretty quickly. And that's already 5. I can't even do anything about it. I literally have nothing I can do about Ajani's Pridemate, which is just stupid for, you know. It's like the giant... Who would have thought that the absolute weakness, giant crux, giant counter to this deck would be Ajani's Pridemate? It doesn't even add up. If you look at the card and think, why would that counter a Reanimator deck? But no, it doesn't. I'd rather see an Ooze. No, I don't know if I'd rather see an Ooze. Actually, the Ooze is pretty scary and annoying too. But I can't deal with Ajani's Pridemate. I have no way to remove it quick enough. And just gets so giant so fast. And if you get a turn 1 Healer's Hawk. If I see a turn 1 Healer's Hawk, I'm just conceding. Oh. Then you each opponent did. Oh, thank you. Well, thanks. Appreciate that. I just wanted to do that anyway. Oh, I guess we'll play this crappy forest. Basically a colorless mana. Total nuts in this deck. Thanks. Thanks, man. I appreciate that too. It's very nice of you to do. Alright. Cool. You can make me discard all you want. That is fine. And now we're having one of those games where there's no spells and just all creatures. So we're just having a really, really backward set of games. Like, half of our deck is all the spells and the other half is all the creatures, and they just don't mix up. So maybe we can get some RNG processing going and from the Magic the Gathering programmers that is actual proper RNG. I don't know if they're messing up. Sounds good to me. Yes, I would love to discard 2 cards. These are good for me. Don't mind discarding at all. Make me discard all you want. None of those cards were significant at all. Not a single one.
What a whiner.
What even is... What is this luck? What is this RNG? What is this? This is like such bad luck that I could walk out into, I don't know, just name any ridiculous scenario that is completely unlikely and impossible. I don't know. I could be woken up from my sleep by getting hit by a car. That's like how unlikely this whole scenario that's happening is. Sounds good. Yeah, let's discard him. I don't know, is there anything in my deck that is good? Do I only have creatures and lands? This is a creature and land only deck. So, congrats against beating a deck that would never win in any format ever. Well, not even like Bronze 5, I wouldn't win with that hand. They could literally just be playing a bunch of grizzly bears and like just garbage creatures that do nothing, and they would have beat me with what happened there. So, wow, I'm just absolutely baffled by the luck of that draw. And you could say my deck's terrible and you'd be right, because there should be some more stability cards in here to make it more consistent. But what are you gonna do? Like, that guy's deck was ideal for me to play against. He gave me like the perfect setup and everything, and there was just absolutely nothing I could do because of my garbage draws. Nope. Just nope. Next game. I'm not doing it. You dropped first turn Healer's Hawk. I know what's coming. I mean, I was just shouldn't have conceded. This is really stupid. I'm just bitter and tilted right now. And that's, you know, I'm okay with it. I don't care about losing rank. Rank means nothing. I don't even know how I got up this high. I've just been goofing off, honestly. Just total goofing off. Carlos. Carlos is a girl. What a weird female name, but okay. Yep. This is okay. Guess we're gonna stall out a little bit here. Get the Triome into play. I probably maybe should have done the throw possibility. I'm sort of biding my time here for the Royal Scions, because I don't really need the thrill if I can just keep using Scions. Let's see if he counters it. I think he will. Oh, I don't want to auto pass though. Show me that Mystic Tutor, whatever it is. No? Doesn't have it? No counters? Alright, cool. Sounds good to me. Well, the worst card is, well, the one I have to get in the graveyard is Kogla, so we'll do that. Yeah, I'm starting to definitely see a lot of the weaknesses of this deck, so this has been some really pretty critical play testing for the future of making this deck better. Card, discard a card, play a land, tapped is fine. Okay, take another turn. Well, we're about to get to the 8 of Royal Scions, which is always really nice. getting to hit our opponent super hard. And I'm going to throw a possibility away the Scholar of Ages. This guy's just sitting on instants for days, but not actually using them. Yeah, we'll do this again. I don't know. I probably should have played the Swamp. That's okay, though. Not too big of a deal. Let's discard a Royal Scions, because we got a gazillion of them anyway. Let's play Bond of Revival. Go ahead and get back. I guess we'll do Niv Mizzet since he's not doing anything else. Now here's where you use your counter. Unless you just don't have one, then I'll just have Niv Mizzet. Sounds great to me. Thanks for the card draw. Appreciate it, friend. You are a bro. Unsummon is probably not the best choice against Niv Mizzet, but okay. So I get to draw a card and I get him in my hand, which I can just cast him again because look at all these colors except this. This is useless for Niv Mizzet. Maybe you could actually play something. What is this deck? It's so weird. It's so weird. Is it Teamer Wreck with 4 Wilts, 4 Ops, 4 Unsummons? I don't know. It's probably the weirdest deck I've seen in a while, though. I don't know, I could just peg him for 8 here. I think I'm going to do that. Or this is more than 8, this is a lot. Get wrecked, son. Do I got any lands that don't come into play tapped? Yeah, a bunch, but I'll play the Steam Vents. Pay 2 life. Any big creatures I can play? Not really. Let's do a Royal Scions. Let's draw a card, discard a card.
I do not fear the unknown.
This is fun. Okay. Oh, sure, whatever. Discard a... Actually, we'll just discard... We got too many lands anyway. We're going to discard a land. Yeah, we'll discard one of these, one of these, and one of these. Cool. Perfect. So I think next turn we can actually play Niv Mizzet Hardcast with this Blood Crypt. So that's what I'm looking at here. Okay, yep, kill him all you want. That's fine with me. I think I'm going to throw a possibility away this Swamp, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, that's fine. I've already played these. You know exactly what it does. Why are you taking so much time here? I'll give you 5 seconds, Carlos, and then I'm going to rage. 1, 2. Oh, he wants to copy it. Okay, that's an interesting play. I'm going to give you a little credit for interesting play. Not interesting enough, though, because I can just hardcast Niv Mizzet at this point, and what are you going to do about that, you know? It's a pretty scary creature to deal with. You can always unsummon it again. Please do. Now, Lava Coil sounds great. Lava Coil is good with me. Draw a card, do a damage to you. Scorch Dragonfire, draw another card, do another damage to you. Sounds great. Sounds excellent. I really appreciate your removal. You're true bro once again. I know you don't have many options. There's always the concede button there, Carlos, if you really feel the struggle is too real. I don't know, we'll start out with a Bond of Revival on her. Get some big stuff back like this and another one. Sounds good to me. I'll play the Foundry, pay some life, play a row of Scions. Go ahead and buff up the Scholar and give him a kill. Alright, well this has been a rather interesting set of matches and deck building. Hope you guys really enjoyed this. I think I'm going to call it here. Enjoyed me raging out against my opponents and complaining about the format and all of that. I think what we've learned here is that Healer's Hawk Ajani's Pridemate wins games, whatever that card's called. So let's just real quick, let me just delete one of these old decks. This one's fine. Get rid of that deck because I'm at max decks and I always have to do this. But let's just hypothesize a little bit. gain life. Alright, gain life. Alright, 4 of these, 4 of these. Where's the other ones? Where's that new cat dog? Okay, I'm looking at gain life stuff. I guess we need life link to show some of the ones we want. 4 of these. Could even play the old Hushbringer. Wouldn't be too bad in this deck either. But this is like how you do the deck. And then of course Ajani. This one, 3 is probably good. 4 might even be better. But like, just with this deck, you auto win so many games. So many games. It's crazy. Put in some Castle Ardenvales, because why not? We could even put in Grange in there, but that's kind of too weird. But like, this deck. Could even put Giant Killer in there. There's just... This is just such an annoying deck to go against, because first turn, second turn, such strong tempo. We could even put God's Willing or Karametra's Blessing. I don't think Karametra's Blessing is that great though, because it needs to be an enchantment creature for it to get hexproof and indestructible. But what was that new cat dog? Cat. I keep saying cat dog like that makes any sense, or you guys are gonna know anything about what that means. But no, the one that you can sack to give something else indestructible. What was that? I thought it was a 1-drop. Is it just a 1-drop that I don't have? Where's the option to show everything? Show not collected. Yeah, there we go. It was a 1-drop. It was a white card. Am I just blind? I'm totally not seeing it here. There's a defender one that's not... Oh, Selfless Savior. Here it is. This guy. Another target creature gains indestructible until the turn. So this is a pretty good card. It doesn't have lifelink though. But yeah, I might do this deck next. But I hate this deck. I hate this deck with a passion. Such a fervent passion. This card. Just, please, no more. No more against my Reanimator. Alright, see you guys in the next one. Let me just get out of this and whatever. Okay, save the invalid deck. I just want to at least show this deck at the end of the video in its full form. I'm looking pretty odd here with, you know, you saw it all earlier. But if you haven't left a comment yet and you're still here, this would now be the perfect time. What popped into your head as something I should definitely play based on everything that happened? And also, yeah, like I said, next time, I'm not going to be doing these one-offs best of ones. I'm definitely going to be doing best of 3 games and thinking about it as more of a tournament perspective. Those best of ones are kind of nice for the initial testing, just to kind of see if you can get your tempo right and all that. But beyond that, you know, it becomes a different story. So, you know, because we've got our discard stuff, our board wipes, our bring stuff back cards, and all our big creatures that we want to reanimate. So it's a very straightforward deck. It's really only got 4 different things at all. You know, discard, board wipe, bring stuff back, and big creatures. But just all the little side things they do while they're doing their main thing is what makes the deck so awesome. I honestly feel like there's too many Koglas in here, though. I think 2 is plenty. So I might drop a Kogla and make another, maybe another Storm's Wrath or something. But we'll see. That's going to have to happen in the next video, I think, if the next video is about this deck. But we'll see. It could be something totally different. Peace out, you guys. Really appreciate all of you that are watching and tuning in these days. We'll see ya.